everybody out there in YouTube land. It's me, the Solitary Toker, coming to you on a Monday afternoon around 1 o'clock. Just came back from baby duty at my brother's house. A good 3 hours of just playing with my toddler niece-nephew, twins. They're just adorable. They're just so smart, and it's just such a joy to be around them. My mom was there living with them for like 5 days, and I could hear it in my sister-in-law's voice, like just, oh my God, she's going to be here so long, we're going to have to deal with this negativity for so long. Because my mom, she can't really help it, but she's just a black cloud, you know. She's a realist and a pessimist, and she just ends up being just a negative force, you know. And I don't think she always means to be, but that's just kind of what happens. And so this is like the first day after she left on Sunday, and they were just kind of like back to their normal routine, or trying to be, or whatever. And it's so funny. They needed to vent about my mom so badly. I mean, I knew they did, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna let it come up naturally, and it did. You know, like somewhere around lunchtime, we spent like the next hour just talking about my mom and how she treated them, and how it affected them, and how it, you know, it sounded really rough, actually. And it's like, Amy looked at me and was like, I'm really sorry that your family is so difficult. I mean, and it's like, I am too, man. You know, it's kind of like, welcome to my world. I've been dealing with this for the past 15 years of these people, these self-centered people who just care about themselves. I mean, I have a calendar that's like in quotes from the Dalai Lama. And one of his quotes last week was, you have to put other people before yourselves. You have to. You know, because we all want the same thing. We all want happiness. We all want, you know, comfort. And, you know, you can't put yourself above someone else if we all want the same thing. I mean, I'm butchering the quote, absolutely. But, you know, anyway, it was just, unfortunately, my family, they're very self-centered, and I mean, I have an ability to be like that too, but I think it's different since I live alone. You know, I'm not. People get so wound up in their own little itty-bitty lives that they don't realize just how much of a bigger world it is out there, and how their little problems don't really fit into the whole grand scheme of things. They don't really count. You know, it's a tough thing to have to deal with, but you know, when you go to a beach, or you go to a riverbed if you don't have a beach, and you look at the grain of sand, and you say, you know what, this little itty-bitty, insignificant grain of sand is me. And oh look, see all these other little bits of sand? That's my family. And see this little, you know, penny quarter size amount? That's like everybody that I know. And then you look at the rest of the beach, and you realize that we are all just grains of sand, and on one flowing beach. We're all in this together, and we have to really have a higher sense of what is important, and what is quality, and when is it important that I think about myself, and when is it important that my wants and needs are not the main feature. Ramble. Stoner ramble. So, bowl. So for those of you who have been following my videos and my trials with my dog, she was in a car accident 2 years ago. She got all fixed up and was better. And then she had to have her other eye, her left eye removed because that side of her face was paralyzed and glaucoma developed in it and whatever. So we go and we have that eye removed and it really sucked, but we got through it. Then glaucoma developed in the other eye, and we've been fighting a losing battle with that eye. So now I'm going to drive down in a couple weeks, back down to Santa Rosa to the optometrist, and we're going to remove the other eye and see how it goes. You know, I got to give her this chance. You know, my dog, she's 8, she's smart, she's got a lot of life left in her. And her heart is beating right now, and I value life. I value her heartbeat. My heart is also beating right now. And I cannot put her down because it's easier for me not to have a blind dog. So, anyway, I don't know if I mentioned that before or not, but I thought it was worth mentioning now. So, this has been a Toke and Ramble from the Solitary Toker. Peace, love, and ganja.